Eileen. Welcome to Uppercrest. I'm going to sit down over on the right. How are you today?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. So just a little background on the position you're applying for. We have an opening for a sales and outreach associate, which is basically just someone who will work in the bakery, perform sales and cashier duties, and also participate in our community outreach program to promote health in the community. So the first question I have for you is, what previous work or extracurricular activities have you had that would prepare you for a position with our company?
Well, work related, I've babysat, and as far as volunteering, I've worked for Greenpeace, and I've participated in University of Portland's organization talks. But I would say what would prepare me most for this position would be courses I've taken at the University of Portland. So I'd really appreciate it if you would consider the fact that I've taken communication courses, upper division courses. So I might not have a lot of work-related experience, but I feel like I have the knowledge because I was taught.
And a customer, if in a hypothetical situation, a customer came to the shop and confronted you that one of our pies was undercooked, what actions would you take to resolve the situation?
I would check to see if the pie was undercooked first to make sure there were legitimate complaints, and I would be really polite, and if it was, I'd apologize and confront the person who made the pie.
Okay.
And serve them another pie.
One of our main goals at Uppercrest is to develop relationships with local organic farmers, which involves visiting farms as well as developing relationships with the farmers, visiting our shop. And how would you cultivate your own relationships with these farmers?
To the farmers. How would I just develop my own relationship?
Yeah.
I would take a personal interest in how they make, what exactly they do as farmers, and how it relates to our company, how dependent we are on the local farmers. And I would make sure that they're taking measures, all possible measures to ensure that their standards, they're to the governmental standards as far as health and safety.
Yeah, that's a good plan. And our business not only produces pies, but we also perform community service to local schools by promoting and informing children about sustainable practices through our outreach program. So what creativity, skills, and experiences would you contribute to this task?
I would educate them as far as how important it is to get into, at a young age, become immersed with Portland's organic health food culture, and how important it is to acquire the necessary skills to live a healthy lifestyle before it becomes a certain way of life becomes too ingrained, so it's hard to change.
And could you describe a couple of your greatest strengths and weaknesses that you have learned about yourself either through school or your previous work experience? And in what ways would these traits affect your ability to work at Uppercrest Bakery?
Just strengths and weaknesses in general? Yeah. My weaknesses would be, I would say working under pressure when I feel like the stakes are high. So I usually blow it. No, it would be a weakness because usually it's for something important. And I would say deadlines. That's my weakness. And as far as working under pressure, I usually just get really unorganized. And my strengths, I would say, I can be detail oriented sometimes when I'm going over information or I'm trying to learn.
All right. And as sorry, I'm a little sick today. As an upper crust bakery employee, what do you expect from your management and fellow team members?
Well, for my management, I would expect to be given like a description, a very descriptive, detailed outline as to what I'm expected to do and what's expected for my position as an associate for customer service and sales. Also, guidelines and deadlines and consequences when I don't meet the deadlines, and that's what I would expect.
And can you provide an example of how you've learned to balance, organize, and prioritize your duties in a work situation?
How I prioritize?
Yeah, just in any kind of work situation that has made you more competent at organizing and deciding what the most important course of action is.
Well, usually before I take action and try to start a project, I try to become very educated as to what the topic is. And so I usually first try to do a lot of studying and background on the topic before I actually start. And so I would say I do most of my time preparing than actually doing the work. So that would be the weakness.
And do you have any questions or concerns that you would like me to answer?
No.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. We will get back to you in the coming weeks about whether you've received the position, but you look like a strong candidate. So thank you. It was very nice to meet you. So have a good day.